Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the best damn show on the planet, the Media Project Show, hosted by your man, Clint Africa. Hope you guys are feeling well today. We're back. I know it's been a while since we released the podcast. Took a bit of a break, but we're back and we'll be doing the weekly podcast where we talk about sport, whether it's cricket, rugby, and entertainment. You know, your movies, your series, whatever's been happening in the entertainment world. So I hope you guys are well. Just want to mention this podcast is sponsored by ULeap. ULeap is an online platform that provides students or people or students that is employed the opportunity to showcase their talents and their skill. Please check out the ULeap website. Also, ULeap is on Instagram, Facebook, so check out the pages. Thanks a lot to ULeap. Today, guys, we're actually going to be talking about the Rugby Championship, the final game, South Africa versus New Zealand, which happened on Saturday, the 2nd of October. So this was scheduled as a home game, even though the Springboks, which is South Africa, they played in Australia, the Gold Coast. And what a game it was. I mean, just a week ago, we had the 100th test match between New Zealand and South Africa, and New Zealand won it in the last minute. I've watched so much rugby throughout the years, and so many times you think the Springboks are going to win and then New Zealand will snatch it in the last minute because they believe. However, this week or on Saturday was a turn of events where South Africa was on a three-game losing streak, and the last time we lost 4 on the trot was in 2016 when Alistair Coetzee was the coach, and that was a horrific year for Springbok rugby. So I could see the guys were focused. The haka was intense, and it's always exciting to see the haka. And you know, the Springboks want to play these kind of games. I mean, they didn't play last year because of the pandemic. Also because of the pandemic, you know, Australia is the best place to host the game because there's fans in the stadium. So the game was like up and down. I mean, South Africa started really well. We didn't kick as much. I thought a few players stood out. Dwayne Vermeulen, especially stealing the ball at the breakdown. Kwagga Smith were amazing. But with New Zealand, you know, their captain Ollie Sevilla was very good. He stole about 2 or 3 balls, line breaks. I thought Bowden Barrett was a bit quiet. That's the fly off. But he did create the first try. He gave a kick to one of the wings to score a try. I thought Andre Pollard was a bit off in the game. I don't know what you guys think about it. I just want to mention, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, we'll really appreciate that. But I thought Andre Pollard was a bit off. He missed a couple of kicks. I thought Faf de Klerk, the scrum off, was brilliant. Our front row was brilliant. Also when our coach Jacques replaced the full front 3 2 minutes before the first. I thought that was a strange decision, but he did inform us after the game that look here, they were knackered. They emptied the tank. They were put in the game to do a certain plan, and they executed it well. I thought our tackling was great. I thought we were the better team in the first half, even though we were behind. The second half, I mean, we came out guns blazing. And it shows that we are an 80-minute team. A few years ago, the Springboks were considered maybe a 60-minute team because, you know, the All Blacks in the last 20 minutes are absolutely dangerous. And they're so super fit. But it seemed we could keep up the pace. I thought replacing Vali Leroux had a shocker of a game. I think his time is done in that fullback jersey. He is a bit older. I mean, he's 31 now, or 32. But I mean, Francois Steyn came on, which is older, one of the veterans, and he dominated. He kicked the ball. He was there. He made the right calls, and that helped a lot, especially when Jordie Barrett kicked that penalty when Franco Mustard didn't release at the breakdown. I thought, oh, here we go again. It's next week all over again. And then Jordie Barrett kicked the penalty kick over with less than 2 minutes to go. And with a team as experienced the All Blacks, I thought they would play out the minutes, and it didn't actually happen. So I mean, what do you guys think of that epic finish? I mean, it was going back and forth, penalty after penalty, scrum breakdown, stealing of the ball, and then like Dwayne Vermeulen in the last few seconds stole the ball in our half. We got the penalty, the hooter went off, but you know, in rugby if you have a penalty we can kick for the line or we can kick for the poles. But I think it was just out of range of Francois Steyn, and we didn't want to take that chance, so we actually kicked for the line. And then it was up to the boys to get the line out ball on our own throw and then work the maul. And it started a bit slow because the push was back, but then we got momentum, we pushed slowly, and Herschel Jantjies, which was on the field for Faf de Klerk. I thought Elton Jantjies that came on was amazing at fly off. You can see he's a much more mature player now. He's 31, he knows his game. He had an amazing drop goal. They had an amazing pass to Mapimpi to score the try. We just held up play for just a split second to give the space to Mapimpi. And then in the final play, judges threw the ball, Pollard went for it, and New Zealand was so hesitant they went off their line a bit too early, and the referee saw it was offside. And then the referee blew the penalty, and I mean the rest is history. Judges took the ball and kicked the ball over, and we won the game. And I think this is going to do a lot for this team going forward. I believe we're still the best team in the world, and this team has a lot of character to the Springboks. I know the guys has been in the bubble for such a long time, and for professional sportsmen it's extremely hard to do that. I mean, they're not with their family, they're just with these boys for the last 6 to 8 weeks in this bubble. So they're going to come home now, they're going to be with their family for 2 weeks, and then they're going to go over to Europe for the end of year tour. So they're actually going to go to France first, the Springboks, because they're going to quarantine there, because you can't go from South Africa to the United Kingdom because we're on the red list. And then afterwards we're going to play England, Scotland and Wales to end the year. So hopefully we can win the game and then, you know, have a good Christmas. But what do you guys think of the game? Did you enjoy the game? Do you think it was an epic game? Was it boring? Were you neutral in the game, or were you supporting? Did your team win? Would like to know in the comments. But just before I go, smash a like on your way out, subscribe if you're new, we really appreciate it, and I'll chat to you again. You guys keep well. Cheers.